Listen here. My name is Malkiel Israel, and I'm an independent teacher. I teach whatever the Most High reveals to me over the house of Israel. And I just want to relay a message to everybody that listens to me, that don't listen to me. Every time I go into a building, a synagogue on the Sabbath or Sunday, why do they pray for me to walk? Why? Because Yahuwah already revealed to me that I was going to walk a long time ago. Even if I don't walk, I will still give him the glory. Because this person that you see now is the same person you will see when I walk into the synagogue on the Sabbath. And I just want to relay this message to everybody that think they know everything. And, these things that you pray for is already done in the Spirit. It's already prophesied in the Spirit over your life. It's already ordained to happen in your life. If I desire to walk, it's already happened. I just have to believe it and bring it forth in the Spirit. Now, when people see me, I'm in this wheelchair. I have a disability called cerebral palsy, and I'm in this wheelchair. And when I go to different places, different churches, different synagogues, how come they always lay hands on me and pray for me to walk? When their faith is not where it needs to be anyway. When your faith is not where it needs to be anyway, don't lay hands on me and pray what you have over yourself over me. Because miracles, signs, and wonders don't work like that. Just because I come to worship with you, just because I come to glorify Yahuwah with you, you want to lay hands on me because you feel sorry for me that I'm in a wheelchair. What about me in the Spirit? Because if you pray what's in the Spirit over me, in my heart, wouldn't that come to pass more quicker than this? Because I believe that Yahuwah revealed to me that I was going to walk one day. I told Yahuwah, before I leave this earth, heal me. And have I left this earth? No, I haven't. So the thing is, when I go into the synagogue or when I go into different churches, they always pray for me. Even when I was little, they always seen me in a wheelchair. I have a disability, and they always pray for me to walk. And all of a sudden, it never happens because somebody around me or somebody around in the building don't believe fully on their own faith for that person. See, to believe for a person that can't walk, you have to believe on one accord. You have to put your mind on one accord, on one thing, on one reaction, on one faith, on one baptism, in order for the miracle to come to pass. You can't just lay hands on me and say I'm healed. You have to believe it, and I have to believe it. Our minds have to connect together for me to get up and walk. See, faith is the substance that things are hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. So you got to believe what you don't see. You got to believe what you don't see for that person, and your mind have to be up on one accord, or whoever you're around that is sick and afflicted in their body. You can't just pray for me by yourself, because I'm not going to get up because you believe. What happened to all the churches that prayed for me and nothing happened? Because the church wasn't on one accord. The reason why the miracle does not take place because the people are not on one accord. They don't believe that I can get up and walk. I have to have other believers to help me. My belief is not weak. My faith is not weak. Because the Most High have worked miracles through me also. As you say, He worked miracles through you. He healed, He raised the dead, He cast out demons through me. So why do you pray for something that you don't believe? You have to believe without doubting what you believe in. If you, okay, let me explain. If you go to a funeral and you believe for the person to raise from the dead, okay, your faith have to connect with other people that believe the same thing. You can't just pray for the person that is dead, and you can't just pray by yourself. Your faith have to link up with somebody else that believes that this person that is dead can be raised again. It don't take one person. It takes many people that believe the same thing, that have their eyes open in the spirit. So this is the reason why I haven't got up. I believe for you, why you don't believe for me? On one accord. I believe that I believe many things, but most of all, I believe Yahuwah's word. If you're not in Yahuwah, my faith will not connect with you. Not connect with you because you don't believe the same thing. In order for miracles to take place, this nation, America, have to be on one accord, believing the same thing. Not in different religions, or not in beliefs that don't believe in the word of Yahuwah, don't believe in the word of Elohim, because the faith have to move mountains. Your mind have to move mountains. Your heart have to move mountains. So if you are a believer and you don't believe what you're preaching, you don't believe what you're teaching, step down and relearn how faith works. Faith is the substance that things are hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. So you have to believe without seeing. You have to believe and close your eyes and say, Yahuwah is with me. I believe in Yahuwah. On one accord with the people that's around you. Because in the Bible, the Messiah saw their unbelief, and there's many people that he healed, and some of the people he had to get rid of some of the people that didn't believe in order to heal the person. in order to deliver the person. So some people you have to get rid of in order to heal yourself, in order to deliver yourself, in order for Yahuwah to speak for you, in order for Yahuwah to speak to you and for you and with you. You have to get outside of yourself and move some of people that don't believe like you believe. So this is what I don't understand. Why are you going to pray for me and you don't believe in miracles, signs, and wonders? Because if our mind is not on one accord, I believe within my heart that Yahuwah prophesied to me when I was little. And he told me, saints, that I was going to walk one day. But I had to believe it with all my heart. See, when I was little, my dad, we went to church where he was pastoring. You know, he had another pastor over him, but he was pastoring. And he believed, and he told everybody else to get on one accord and believe with him that his son can walk. He told them this. So if you don't believe, signs and wonders and miracles is not going to take place. Blinded eyes will not be open. You have to believe without doubting yourself, without doubting the word of Yahuwah, without doubting the word of truth, without doubting what you believe in, what you're teaching. That's when miracles take place, when people get on one accord and you have to remove all the distractions out of your way. I'm talking to myself too. You have to remove all the distractions out of your way. Those that say you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. Because that distraction, those that say you can't do it, didn't have faith in the beginning. They didn't have faith to lay hands on themselves and call for healing for themselves. Their faith is weak. Their level of faith is weak. So why do you pray and you're not on one accord? The minds of the people is everywhere in the church. The pastors on this, the members on something else, while the pastor's up there teaching, while the pastor's up there preaching, their mind is on something else. This is why the miracles and signs and wonders does not take place in these last days, because the pastors preaching and the people are not listening. The people are not taking it to heart. They're not taking faith to heart. This is why the signs and wonders are not happening. This is why the angels are not showing up when you least expect it in your own life. This is why miracles, this is why doors, this is why blessings are not taking place, because you're not on one accord believing for other people that believes the same thing you believe. So this is one thing that the Messiah tell me to bring forth today, because faith is the substance that things are hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. Get this, and you will get this in the last days. Get this. Faith is the substance that things are hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. So if I don't see it, I have to believe it. And I have to be around people that believe the same thing I believe. That's how miracles come to pass. That's how blinded eyes be open. That's how deaf ears be open. And a lot of these people, their faith is weak, and they're calling themselves pastor, prophet, evangelist, but they don't have faith at all. They just want your money. They just want they just want your attendance. But they don't understand faith. Because in order for me to walk, people of Israel, our mind have to be upon one accord, with the same faith, with the same belief, with the same calling, with the same purpose. And your mind cannot be wandering over here. Your mind cannot be wandering over there. Your mind have to be focused on the word of truth. Speak the word over me and I shall be healed. Speak the word over me and I shall be delivered on one accord. Okay? I noticed in the Bible the disciples wasn't on one accord until the Messiah Yahusha got them together and put their mind on one accord. He revealed to them how faith works. Because faith don't work with you looking over here, looking over there, looking over everywhere. That's what the devil wants to do. He wants to put fear in the believers that really believe on the same thing. But if you really believe, miracles, signs, and wonders shall take place in these last days. The dead shall raise. The sick shall be healed. The lame shall walk. The dumb shall speak. Sickness shall not enter this body. But the reason why we have people that don't believe, because they don't really believe in what they're teaching or preaching. This is why miracles don't take place in the synagogue on the Sabbath. So this is what I wanted to bring out. And I want to pray right quick. Father, Yahuwah, strengthen our faith. Put our faith on one accord. Put our faith on one accord, one mind, one body, and one spirit, Father, so we can grow together on one accord, so we can believe the same thing, do the same thing, and lay hands on the sick and see them to be recovered. In Yahushua's name I pray. Because they can't, you guys can't go around teaching different things in different synagogues on different days. You must believe with all your heart the same thing, the same purpose, and the same plan. And you must see the same vision that the Messiah has in his word. You must see the same vision that the Messiah has in his word. You can't believe what this person said, that person said. You have to look within the word and take the word and apply it to your life. I believe, but why don't you? Cause me, let me tell you this before I go. See, I was asked the question, why haven't you believed? Why haven't you believed? I believe, but the person in front of me doubts his own faith for me to get up and walk. See, for an example, the person doubts his own faith for me to get up and walk. But they believe for everybody else. See, this has to stop. If you say you're a Sabbath observer, you are a holiness preacher and Pentecostal, lay hands on the sick, you should be seeing the sick being recovered. You should. I'm not. I'm not understanding. You should be seeing me getting out of the wheelchair. Uh, uh, me speaking Yahuwah's word verbatim. You should be seeing faith taking place in me if you was on one accord with me in order for me to walk. So that's why I want to leave with you. And I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but the truth is the truth. And your faith have to come up. It's not my faith. It's your faith that have to come up in the word, that have to come up in the wisdom, that have to come up in the faith, that have to come up in order to see miracles, in order to see angels and things that's going on in your life in the spirit. So my concern is not my natural state. My concern is my spiritual state of mind. Because the Most High is taking care of my natural state. But I have to continue to strive in faith to believe Yahuwah can work miracles. He ain't gonna work miracles if I'm weak in the faith. He ain't gonna let me see without my glasses if I'm weak in the faith. You know? Faith without works is dead. And if your faith is dead, miracles and signs and wonders shall not take place. And you say you're a believer in Yahuwah. Your faith have to come up. Pastors, prophets, and be on one accord. Be on one accord. If you want me to get up and walk, be on one accord with me. And lay hands on lay hands on me together on one accord, believing the same thing, doing the same thing, and it will work. It's not going to work when one person does it. I believe, yeah, one person believe. What about the whole church? Do they believe? What about the whole synagogue? What about the people that believe the same thing you believe? If you believe that I can walk, what about the people that claims to have faith? So that's what I want to leave with you, and this video have inspired me myself. But yeah, we all have to have faith. Faith without works is dead, people. So